Welcome to levelupyourgame.net. I'm Disrepute, joined by Vor. We're here for the winner bracket final of ESL EMS Rage Gaming vs Reason, first map Campgrounds. And we're following DDK to start, getting that red armor.
3v4, not a good start for Reason.
Noctis immediately calling for a restart. And I spoke so fast in that intro just to get back.
Yeah, well done. I was impressed. Never heard you talk so quick. Normally you speak in a quite patronising, slow voice, kind of like I do most of the time.
And it can't be helped, the way I was brought up, to patronise all the poor.
Prepare to fight. 3, 2.
Anyway, timing back in. DDK with the red armor shotgun. Reason want to restart. They are 3-0 down. That would suit them. Rage Gaming, of course, previously called Metsu, just renamed today, I think. Big news across the esports world where they are such titans of the game. Metsu is quite a cool name. I don't know where it's from.
Rage Gaming, it's a bit generic.
It's not going to work out well in the new id release, is it?
Well, I don't know, it's kind of cool, isn't it? Team Rage Gaming, we play Rage.
But then you wouldn't have a team called Quake, would you? In Quake.
Why not?
Or Jedi in Quake. Jedi Knight.
What do you mean? Every team in that game is called Jedi something.
Jedi Superstars. Yep, for everybody in IRC, the streamers are allowed to use timers in ESL. It was just a clan-based only rule.
Prepare to fight.
And we're timing back in finally.
2, fight.
Are we restarting? It's still 3v4? Oh, we have restarted. What am I saying?
Restart.
I should pay attention, shouldn't I? Instead of read IRC, then come back in game and assume I know what's happening.
Like you have some kind of natural NVC ability? Well, you don't, Vor. You have to think before you speak.
Yeah, I can't just magically tell everyone how it should be.
Yeah.
Even though I'm probably right anyway.
You shouldn't be try and be critical like NVC because he just knows the tactics.
Telling people when they should take power-ups and if they shouldn't.
Well, he had an overview of every single player at that point.
Oh, I suppose he did, didn't he?
Yeah, he switched through them at superstar speed. Checking their health and armor. Here we go. Again, winner bracket final ESL EMS Rage Gaming vs Reason Gaming. And we're following Faz up the bounce pad rather aggressively against a Rocketer. He manages to get the frag out of it though. He did have a shotgun in hand. Now he's just going to go straight down. We do have a quad time up already. And it's 20 seconds away. That'll put it up fairly...
Yeah, that's not fair.
What?
Doesn't show up for me.
Oh, doesn't it, mate? It's going to be a sort of middle-ish towards late time. Middle-ish. As we're following Noctis now. Going up the bounce pad to the rocket launch. He's going to have to wait around for quad, surely. It's up there. Of course, they didn't know the time. And it's with Stry. Maybe you just want to run down the teams for.
Excellent.
Do I? Okay. Rage Gaming's lineup consists of 0QL, Stry, Juvenile and Bab, which is the lineup we've seen them use in most of their recent games. And for Reason, possibly their strongest lineup at the moment is Noctis, Tybalt, Faz and DDK.
Following Noctis.
Extremely well matched lineups, I would say.
Who are you going to predict to win?
Well, this map, DM6 Campgrounds, is Rage Gaming's pick. So you have to fancy them on this. They've got to have some reason for picking it.
Noctis almost going down there with the rockets. Down to 1 health. Backs off to the red armor, which is team control. There's 3 of their team there at the moment. Actually, is that 4, I think? Yeah, all 4 just there for a second. So perhaps they're going to play a little bit more of a defensive game than we've seen some teams play recently on this map. Noctis moving around to bridge.
Quite badly to Fnatic the other day, didn't they?
Reason.
Did they, or am I thinking of someone else?
Don't ask me. I've totally forgotten everything.
Oh man, you even streamed it.
I thought Reason beat Fnatic, didn't they, though? So
They
I can't
did,
remember
but
the
they
map.
lost a map. I think it was this.
Yeah, I think you might be right. Bab, the Swede, for Rage, sitting on the rail. He's going to move up to bridge. Probably want to get that forwards and try and pressure in the red armor area. Just have a look at some of his accuracies. Only 33% rail, but it probably hasn't shot that many shots. Yeah, it goes down to Faz's rail across the map. We've got 10 seconds till quad. Oh! Ambushed by Stry on this mid-level. Quad up in 5. Tibble goes down instantly. And it's a 7 frag gap. Reason in charge of the map at the moment.
Yeah, they are, but Metsu, Rage Game, whatever, Jesus. They do have the side of the map they like to play from recent matches we've watched. They like to play that yellow in that rail area.
Yeah, I think we've seen a lot of 0QL running that middle plateau.
I mean, last time we watched Rage Gaming on this map, I believe Bab hit 19 impressives.
Yeah, ridiculous rail from him, like all Swedes it seems. Anyway, following Tybalt at the moment, he's moved back, he's going to wait for this 50 health, only got 24 points, but he's going to go straight down to 0QL. Oh! Noctis saving the day, bounce padding it up with the railgun against a shotgun, rather risky NVC type manoeuvre there.
It
He
is
gets
very
away with
risky. You don't want to drop a rail up at red, and he had to hit that shot, but he hit it.
And he's hitting 60% rail, in fact. In fact, this is the kind of guy you don't want stacked at red with a rail against you, because you shouldn't really win red off him. 4 frags is the gap. Just starting to bring it back slightly, Array. Just quite a slow map play, though, so far. 30 seconds till the next power-up. What are we seeing across the map tactically, do you think, Vor?
Well, we're seeing Rage Gaming try and stick to that bridge yellow rail game they play, but at the moment Noctis is breaking that tactic apart because he is up at rail. He has a lot of armour as well.
Yeah, we still follow Noctis with 5 seconds to go to all the quad damage. He's going to have to move over to it soon as he not check the clock carefully. Just misses out as well, and Juvenile does take the quad. He's only got 19 health, but the yellow is up on its spot, and there's a 25... Okay, his teammate just took the yellow armour in front of him, and I thought I saw him see the quad, so maybe it was a call, but... Oh, nice frag with a rocket, almost went down. His teammate not willing to rush in front of him. Faz is baited in as well by Juvenile. But eventually, with that kind of health, you're going to go down, and he does. Reason retain control of the red, but Metsu really didn't look like they wanted to attack red there, Vor.
Yep. And something interesting to bring up, as we discussed that, is that the stream is not working.
Okay. Well, let's just carry on and then we'll upload the VODs later.
I suppose.
5 minutes played on the map. Still got a minute till the next quad as Tibalt moves across to this midfield position. 2 frags is the game at the moment in favour of Reason, but it's on the side of Rage Gaming at the moment. The frags coming back. The momentum, one might say.
Teams are tied.
Yeah, but at this pace, the game's being played at a very slow pace. You know, even the slightest frag lead is significant at this sort of speed.
There's Reason go ahead by that 1 frag again. 30 seconds till the quad. Stry goes down to Tibalt's plasma. Let's check out some of his stats. 11% plasma, so he's been spamming it about a bit. As he instantly spawns at mid, and he's straight on the sassy attack of 0QL with the machine gun, and that helped Noctis, who took him out with the rail at mid. The teams are tied with 8 seconds before the quad. Noctis controlling this upper rocket launcher point. 4, 3, 2, 1. There's the quad up. Noctis isn't going to go for it. Just sits back as Faz takes it, goes down instantly. Noctis returns the kill on the quad fragger, and we are back to a tied game. Reason's still controlling that red vor.
Yes, but only by virtue of the fact that Faz has only just decided to go up the bounce pad. I don't think anyone was in control of red there. I think Rage Gaming took control of red off the power-up play from the failed Reason quad, but then Rage Gaming just decided to fall back into that position they like to play over at the yellow rail.
At the moment, Noctis has got back in control of this red armor. Having a look at some of his stats, 40% rail. Not too shabby, but we're not seeing any kind of outlandish statistics at the moment. Just going to switch down. We've gone to Juvenile for Rage. We can have a look at this side of the map. As Vor was saying, they're very comfortable holding the yellow LG rail side of the map, so it won't phase them, but Juvenile's just rushed in high. He got very lucky on some of the shots, I guess, shooting the weak people with his machine gun, but now he's got a shotgun. He's got control of red suddenly. His two teammates spawning close. Now Juvenile's hitting some kind of percentages we want to brag about. 55% lightning gun, 47 rail there, 56 rocket, not too bad either. As Rage are just ahead of Reason at the moment. 4 frags in it, 20 seconds till quad. And Juvenile's going to get this second red in a row just before the quad. He's only got 10 seconds and he's at the rocket launcher position, ready to drop down. Should be amply stacked up for this. He does have the shotgun with 10 ammo as well. Is he going to miss it? No, he does just grab it, but goes down instantly to Noctis' shaft. I think he took a pummel in the middle of all that as well. And now the race is on to see who can get back to red and secure that before the other team. Although 0QL were following him, he just moved to the bridge.
Yeah, Juvenile is still in possession of that red. He just took the last one. He hasn't stayed at the red though.
No, and I think this is a trait we saw from Juvenile in other recent games where he would just get the red and move straight out across the mid. I think we saw it against Alpha. And slightly missed time, yeah, his return, and there you go, he's going to lose out on the red. It seems like giving one guy the job of not only getting all the reds but then rushing out to the other side of the map to use it might be spreading his play a little bit too thin across the map as Reason take back control of the red armor position.
Well, he could see that he was late getting back to take the next red. I don't really see why he just suicided into it, really. He could have done good damage to Noctis, who picked it up and just backed off back to Bridge and Rocket, where his team were waiting, still in control of that side of the map.
Halfway through this first map, Campgrounds, it was Rage Gaming's choice, formerly called Metsu. 30 seconds till this first quad of the second half of the map. And at the moment, Rage have just taken this this lead of 11 frags, but that's pretty much nothing on this map, so it can still go either way. We've got 15 seconds till the quad, following 0QL. He's got 50 armor, he's got a rail, he's got an LG. He might be a good bet to try and get this quad here. He's got a good position up at this rocket launcher. He's got a teammate there as well, though he's backed off last second to push onto DDK, and that might just put him out of the position, and he does indeed lose out and not grab it, although it looked like he was going for it last second. The quad goes down again straight away, and this map is not ideal for quad so far.
No, we're yet to see a good quad run, really.
Juvenile in trouble. He's run out of ammo on that shotgun. He did get the red though before, and he was in a good position. It's just he ran too low on the buckshot, and Noctis has taken over this key location now, and he's got a railgun in hand. Rail ammo crate is up as well if he wants to get that. That'll give him 5 extra shots to play with.
He needs health, because, yeah, there we go. You know, vulnerable to a railer, having just picked up that red, he would not have wanted to go to waste.
Now we see how Reason are quite defensive over this red. They do commit a number of players to control the area. Totally the opposite style of play from Rage, who only commit 1 and then he tends to move out as well. At the moment, it is working out for Rage, though. They are in the lead. It is their map pick. We'll have to see what Reason can do to bring this scoreline back. It is just eking out slowly, ever so slowly, one frag every 30 seconds or something. The difference is growing, but maybe a quad damage could completely turn it around for either team. Either get a bigger score for Rage or bring it back for Reason. 15 seconds till that, and Noctis is waiting for this 50 because he's got no real health. I'm going to switch around to someone more in the action on the other side of the map. Here's Juvenile. He's got a railgun out. He catches Faz down below, and he's going to move in low. But gets taken out by the UK player DDK, who railed the quad as soon as it was picked up. Didn't actually catch who picked it up. It was so quick as he hits an impressive right in front of our eyes. Rage have hit 100 frags. Reason just languishing behind. 15 odd frags is the difference. How are Reason going to come back into this for?
Well, I think they need to try and keep hold of that rail, because with Rage Gaming playing the yellow armor rail side of the map, most of their kills are coming from the damage they do with rail, if not from the rail directly. If Reason can use their reds to keep the rail out of the hands of Rage, it should help to close the distance frag-wise.
That's a beautiful vertical downwards rail there from DDK. He's actually pulling out some really nice spinny kind of shots. And Reason still in control of this red.
Yeah, they're still in control of it just because really Rage make no attempt to really win it back. If they happen to find themselves, you know, winning control of it after a quad, you know, they'll take it, but they're not going to stay there and try and hold it.
Reason gradually approaching the triple figure scoreline they want to grab pretty quick, and it's actually a 9 frag gap now, so they've just been closing it ever so slightly as the round's gone on. We see DDK's play on the bridge area, shutting down a couple of the Rage players with the railgun. So there's another one going down. Juvenile this time to DDK's doing some excellent work on this yellow side of the map. He sustained his armor, importantly, as well. He hasn't just wasted it. 10 seconds till quad. As Reason still on 99 frags, not yet the 100. 5, 3, 2, 1. And quad's up, and 0QL gets out unharmed, and there's a yellow armor right in front of him. Rage must be pretty happy with that one. Don't know quite what Reason were doing positionally not to attack the quad as it was picked up. Oh, look at that rail, sends him down. He takes drop damage as well, down to 6 health. Does pick up the 25. Oh, and then a rocket from Tybalt takes him out.
And that was really impressive by Reason. I mean, the quad managed to survive. He only got 1 kill with it. They did a really good job of avoiding it, and then they did a good job of countering it at that red before it did any damage to him. I mean, a good quad run there by 0QL would have sealed this game, possibly.
Really important from Reason, having missed the opportunity to shoot the quad on its spot. They just effectively made his life a misery as soon as he went to a key area. And here we go, Stry is just trying to survive down these pillars area of the red armor, but he does actually get a pummel frag, and with rocket launcher in hand and LG to boot, could be quite a dangerous player to be playing around that area. He's run out of rockets though, so he's only left with this shaft. He moves straight the way back to the aforementioned gun spawn point, and perhaps taking the gun straight in front of Juvenile. He's going to wait for this yellow. Yeah, exactly. We've got 25 seconds till quad. Now, really, Stry doesn't really want to waste it, that armor, but he does get spawned on by Noctis. He's only got 80 health now and no armor at all. We've got 10 seconds till the quad, and if you were watching Rage here, you wouldn't think they know that quad's up. Running around the rail points and stuff, 5 seconds to go, but with this map being so small, you can move across so quickly, and we watch Stry right on it. Perfect timing. Brilliant point of view to be on there as he picks up the yellow as well, which was synced up absolutely perfectly for his run. Moving to the bridge. Now, can he attack the red armor here? Really wants a teammate to run in first, take some of the fire, but 0QL not prepared to do that. He much prefers this yellow armor side. In fact, Quad's just backed off. He's not going to risk attacking the red, which is an interesting tactic, seeing as I'd imagine Reason committed everybody there, though DDK just getting caught out there last second against Quad.
It was a very defensive quad, but you know, in the context of the match, it was, you know, a good quad. He scared Reason into all backing off to that red, and you know, kept them there.
Although it's not the case now, as Reason control this railgun. Noctis just on the curve below it, or Noctis again, been on his point of view for a lot of the map so far. Must be getting a lot of kills, but they do just lose out as it spawns. It sounded like, and Reason, I'm not sure they have red either here.
No, they still do have red, but they are seeming to become more aggressive around the map now. You know, they're still 10 frags behind, they need to close the gap.
10 frags is still nothing with a quad up in 40 seconds. It will be the last of this first map, Campground. This is Rage Gaming's map choice, and they do lead it at the moment by the 9 frag gap. A lot of fighting over this yellow armor area here. We're following Stry again. He's only just stacked up to 53 health. He's got no armor, but he does have a shotgun in hand. Only 1 ammo. What can he really do with this? He's only got a few seconds left as well to a quad. Look at that ammo crate. So juicy in front of his eyes. Takes out his teammate with the broad splash. Well, not splash, but... Oh, quad down instantly. And Reason are going to have to work all these frags without a power-up to hand. It's not a massive gap though, Vor.
It isn't, but Rage have had a decent amount of luck after that quad. Managed to get hold of weapons, including rails, and they are grouped up on this yellow area. But even if Reason do attack, it's going to go frag for frag pretty much. They aren't going to be able to close that gap.
In fact, it's just getting wider and wider as we approach the last 40 seconds. 7th impressive for Juvenile. Have a look at his stats. 44% rail, not outstandingly high percentage overall, but it's the shots that you make that are important. 10 frags is the gap with 25 seconds left, so I would say we could pretty much call it now that Rage are going to take this first map, and Purgatory...
Oh really? With 10 seconds left? Bit of a brave call to make.
I think it's fair to say that Rage have played pretty well, pretty solid on this map. Reason very defensive, but neither team really giving away a lot of free frags. 147, 139. We're going to go on to Purgatory.
Vote now. Vote passed.
Still having some issues with Owned. So, or our connection to it or something. So it's not easy for anybody to spectate. I believe some people it works for, and others it doesn't. But the VOD will go up as soon as the match is over. This is, I'll remind you, the ESL EMS winner bracket final. Rage Gaming versus Reason Gaming. Looking at the teams, Juvenile, Bab, 0QL and Stry for Rage. For Reason, we got Faz, DDK, Noctis and Tybalt. This is Purgatory. Reason's map pick, a brand new map, has a battlesuit and a quad on. Should be interesting. What are you expecting to see, Vor?
Well, I haven't seen either team play this map, so I really have no idea.
Very honest opinion there.
Other games we've seen, we often see that the quad, being in the position that it's in, is so hard, you know, to take and do anything with, especially if the battlesuit can get to the quad, you know, before the quad has a chance to leave.
4 seconds till the power-ups. In fact, it's a very early power-up. It's going to be on 34 seconds. And there, Stry was sitting on that battlesuit already. Quad got picked up, I guess, the same time exactly. Slightly after, as we follow Stry. He's going to go down, is he, to Noctis? No, Noctis runs out of rockets. And Stry survives with that shotgun. He's also lucky there to get a bit of ammo. He actually run out. And moves back around to this side he was trying to attack through before. Now we can see that battlesuit, while very useful to survive with, it's not great at necessarily getting you kills unless you can get in really close and really push onto people with things like rockets. Eventually he does go down, and well, Rage have taken a nice early lead here on Reason's map pick.
Yeah, they were quite lucky to get both power-ups, really. They probably didn't expect to get both, but you know, early power-ups like that often create opportunities for one team to get a bit lucky and to take both.
You make your own luck, of course. You could always say.
It's pretty important though that both power-ups were taken at the same time. It's very dangerous on this map, especially for quad, if the battlesuit spawns first.
We do only have 35 seconds till the next set of power-ups, and that lead that Rage built up has kept pretty stable. And there's been a lot of fighting over this red armor room. Now Rage just in charge of it for this brief second. Let's see how this plays out in the next 15 seconds. We've got the power-up. We're following Bab, Swedish player. He has got 73 armor. Going to pick up a couple of shards as well, and probably a health bubble, so he's probably one of the most stacked players on the server. But look at that machine gun cess from 2 players, just ripped him apart, and Faz is the benefactor of that. Oh, and they go straight down to Stry. And now, looking around for this battlesuit, it is on Juvenile as he runs aggressively into that red armor room, taking control of it for his team, and now he's met 2 Reason players. Oh, he should have killed Tybalt there, but he did actually get him in the end after a frag on DDK as the power-up runs out. We got about a 20 frag difference here, though, in favour of Rage. It wasn't their map pick. What do you think about the map pick for Reason? I mean, why would they pick it? All of them are old school players. Why pick a brand new map?
Yeah, it is an interesting pick because, you know, they don't have any experience advantage on it like they would with most other maps. It must just be a map they've decided to practice and that they have felt comfortable on, but as we can see so far, it isn't working out for them at the beginning of this match.
Reason have had some good results recently on this map, but you know, generally playing teams like Fnatic on it, who don't practice at all, and scraping a victory perhaps isn't signs that you're necessarily great at the map, especially when teams like Rage are very active, and their players will know this map inside out as well as the Reason players, I would imagine. So it's an interesting pick. Anyway, we've got 15 seconds till the next set of power-ups. Again, they're still synced up pretty close. I wonder if Reason will decide they want to try and delay Battlesuit if they get the opportunity. DDK, we're following now, rushes in right above Quad. He's going to time it just a little bit too early and does go down. Bab gets that, and Stry for Rage on the other side of the map, getting the Battlesuit now. 2 power-ups again for Rage as that battlesuit goes down. I don't know if Quad's still alive. It is. There's Bab with it. Just saves that red armor with the shaft. And moving around towards this top corridor. Is he going to get 2 frags? No, Tybalt counters well, and he had a bit of armor to defend himself with as Juvenile goes down to his rockets again. But Vor, 2 power-ups again for Rage Gaming.
Yeah, I mean, it's just what happens when you commit to one power-up and you don't successfully take it. I mean, if you're going to commit your team to quad, you have to take the quad, otherwise you are in serious trouble. It only takes a spawner or one person to then just go and pick up the battlesuit.
And as Vor mentioned at the start of this map, we see so many times, because of the quad's position is so open and hard to escape with in that area, you can be shot from all sides, well, apart from the back. But the quad usually goes down pretty quick on this map, unless you take control of those side positions as early as you can and block off the other team attacking. Following Juvenile now with the railgun. Rage already on 70 frags.
It's pretty unnecessary there from Juvenile. There was no reason really to drop that rail. And it's very important in TDM to switch away from a weapon when you're about to die. Assuming you have the chance.
Yeah.
Especially with weapons like rail and the LG and the rocket to a lesser extent.
It's definitely something that I think a lot of teams can improve on doing. Not dropping weapons. Teams towards the end of Quake 3 were very efficient. And here we go, Tybalt has got the battlesuit. It looks like Reason really committed their team to battlesuit that time, interestingly enough. Whereas Rage were content to get this quad. And we do follow the quad damage. Look at that rocket in the air and finish Noctis with the splash damage. Nice rail on Faz as well. The battlesuit's getting aggressive, but this area will suit the quad damage, especially with the railgun.
Well, he's already hit one rail and it has forced Tybalt and that battlesuit to back off.
Yeah, this really didn't make any dent in the score, did it? For Reason, unfortunately for them. It was a good move though, deciding to go for the battlesuit. I think it got them a power up, and that should be a platform from which to start a comeback from. Oh, such nice rockets from Noctis there in this lower area. He has got the time on this mega health.
Yeah, as you say, it's so important on a double power-up map to get at least one power-up. I mean, it's all well and good trying to play aggressive and making a push for the quad, but if by doing that they don't get any power-ups, it's terrible, and you can see that reflected in the score. Now, there's still a 22 frag gap, and that is all from the fact that Rage had 2 double power-ups so far.
And we're not even halfway through this map. Still plenty of time though to come back for Reason, and Noctis, we're following him. He's just doing some excellent play here. He's managed to keep his armor stack, and he's got a good health stack still from that mega health and then those 5 health bubbles. He's managed to get quite a few kills in a row as well here. He's looking impressive, and they're already starting to secure this battlesuit room. You can see Noctis just waiting above by this rocket launcher spawn. Juvenile gets railed into the lava as he went for an aggressive push on Noctis. Now there is a couple of seconds gap now. Oh, nicely knocked up by Noctis. Now both teams only committed 1 player to battlesuit there, interestingly, but for Reason, Faz has got the quad, so I'm presuming Reason sent everybody else to quad and out-muscled Rage this time.
Noctis was stacked at the suit, and that means you've got the opportunity then to attack quad with the rest of your team.
And we can see the gap is starting to close. Faz getting a good couple of frags with the lightning on there. Here's the spawn, he might get 2 more. Just ran out of quad at the wrong time and LG ammo.
Why he switched to the plasma though? He's got shotgun. It doesn't really make much sense.
I think it was an auto switch. 9 frags the difference, bringing it back slowly. You got to worry for Rage here. What are they going to do? How are they going to stop this score from just dwindling away? Look at that rail from the underground, knocking Bab down to 9 health. He has to use the 50 and the 25 in this quad area, which perhaps one of his teammates with armor might have wanted to use. So using up your resources.
Rage were doing a good job of holding that red. I mean, often teams are much more comfortable holding one position than another, and it does look like Rage aren't as comfortable when they're not holding that red. They're
actually being caught out from behind here as Bab He does escape pretty well. In fact, Rage did move in quite effectively in the end to take that red room, but not without losses. Although Reason trying to rush it back straight away go down. And now we are approaching the power-up time again. Now Battlesuit is just ahead of Quad by 2 seconds. It's going to be interesting to see what either team does here. We're following Bab. He's around the Quad area already. He's been there for a good 10 seconds, and Quad is going to be up in a second. DDK takes the Battlesuit. 0QL though gets in for Rage to get this Quad. Now that's important to stop the creep on the score that was coming along with Reason, although Quad goes down to Faz's shotgun, and look, there's the Battlesuit right in front of him. DDK still chasing around looking for frags. It's a quick dip in the lava. That doesn't do any damage to Battlesuit, of course. Greatly reduced damage on the Battlesuit, and you can go in pools of lava and not take a single health point of damage. Excuse me.
Neither team seems to have a time on the Mega. It's been sat there. Well, it's just been picked up, but it was sat there for a good 10-15 seconds.
GDK just moving in with that LG. He's got a shotgun, he's got a rail. Standing around this red armor. It will be up in a second. And Rage have hit 100 frags. 8 behind a Reason. We saw in the first map, Rage were the first to get that triple figure score. It took Reason a while on the campgrounds, but this time they're not as far away. DDK still following him in this lower corridor. He does take the mega health. It obviously had a time on that as he got called back towards it. Just checking out and waiting for the rail maybe. No, he's going to rush through to red, which will be up in a second. Support his teammate Noctis, the Austrian superstar. 25 seconds to all the power-ups. Battlesuit is still first. It's getting very tense around Purgatory. Neither team wanting to mess up at this point. I think we're might see a split power-up again. One team each. What do you think, Vor?
I'm not really seeing how either team's set up so far. It doesn't look like DDK is at the Quad.
Here we go. DDK gets the Quad for Reason. Rage did get the Battlesuit though. And he just take a mega health, so he's looking pretty healthy. Could do with a bit of armor to help defend him, but that health's fine, and takes that 0QL with that shaft. Moving to this upper area. Bab goes down as well, and there's Juvenile, who we did see pick up their Battlesuit. Oh! Survives the Quad attack. DDK was perhaps a bit unlucky, but Juvenile quickly dispatched by Noctis. You see the danger of that upper corridor with that window out into the red room. People can spam at it all the time, but so far this map, I have to say, Noctis has found some great positions to rail from defending this red area. He's trying to distribute his dangerous weaponry to his teammates, but none of them want it.
Taking some great shots from that position.
Is it just me, Vor? But well, he's fitting 58% there. Is it just me, Vor? But Rage don't exactly look like they know what they're doing. They seem to
look quite good when they're in control of that red, but as you say, they don't seem comfortable to back off from red and, you know, wait and make a patient attack. They do seem to be quite rushed in getting to the red and making an attack, even if they don't all have weapons, or even if they're not really in a great position to take it back.
I say that, and yet they are still in the lead, and they have been in the lead for most of the map.
But, you know, their lead was up to 30 frags at one point. 5 frags. Even less now.
Noctis in another good drop down rail there. Misses a couple though. Would have been beautiful to hit them. He takes that red. It's the last one before the power up, so we're going to see what choice he makes. He's been given the rocket launcher, so he might want to go to the Battlesuit, although BAM! Goes straight down to Stry. That's a key kill there. And Stry is ready to take this Quad. He's ready to take the whole world on. Juvenile takes the Battlesuit as well, so Reason could be in trouble of losing yet another double power up. They are. Bab takes this Quad, and well, they should run right all over the map. Oh, unlucky there, almost getting in, killing the Reason players before they could grab that red. But Bab's actually not in a great position here in this upper area. No health around him. Only 25. He lost out on the red, but with that battlesuit to protect that key location should be alright. But there, yeah, it goes down. Oh! Here we are, Juvenile. I don't know how we got onto his point of view, actually, thinking about it.
That was a good segment of play, though, for Rage Gaming. It's especially crucial that Bab and Stride took up that position above red. Then they ambushed the Reason Gaming players as they were on their way to quad, and that's what they should be doing more of, I think. Rather than actually attack the red completely, they should just focus on holding that area above the red. You know, and you can do damage as the players from Reason, you know, pick the red up and attempt to leave.
There's only a 10 frag difference still. We've just passed the 16-minute marker. And we do have 45 seconds until the quad. Now it's about 4 seconds behind the battlesuit now. Not quite enough, I wouldn't say, to get from one area to the other.
It's definitely not enough. It's only a danger on this map once the suit is 10 or more seconds before the quad. That is the sort of time you need to be able to get back to the quad with the suit.
Stride just trying to ambush DDK there, who did hit a rail, but Stride's done excellent work with that shaft. 32% for him, as we see him miss the rail to go down to 50%. And here's Battlesuit. It's up waiting. Juvenile takes a hell of a lot of damage. And quad goes down instantly, but what's happened to Juvenile? He is still alive with the battlesuit, trying to take out Faz desperately. Doesn't want to land in the void! Oh my god. He kind of could see that coming a mile off as soon as he had the rocket out. Oh my, look at that for a revenge kill on Faz though, a triple pummel. There's only one set of power-ups left for Rage, still in the lead.
Yeah, I don't really see Reason coming back into this. I mean, they did make that come back to the point where it was a 5-frag game, but it's since then slipped away from them. Rage have, I would say they've slightly adjusted the way they've played. And as a result, they're now, well, as you can see, 15 frags ahead once more.
Oh, they just followed a few impressives from Juvenile dominating this upper area. 11 impressives in total. Eventually goes down to Faz with the rocket launcher. It's still close enough to bring it back, but the way
it is, but they might need both power-ups to do it. I don't think Rage are going to commit themselves in such a way that leaves them with no power-up.
So if you were the captain here of Rage, how would you play this?
Well, you should be able to identify which power-up Reason are going to set up for, and then you just go for the exact opposite, just to ensure you've got a power-up. I don't see any way back for Reason unless they can somehow get both, and even then it would still be tight.
We've got 10 seconds till the battlesuit. Quad follows 2 seconds later. Juvenile at this quad already. Now they are getting pushed by Faz with nothing, DDK with nothing, and 0QL and Bab both take the power-ups for Rage, and well, you have to say, excellent play from them.
What I said, that Reason, you know, they made the risk as well. They had to do it, but they took the risk of splitting their power-up setups.
I think it was actually the key frags just before the power-up spawned, taking out the stacked Reason players. Often can be more important than picking up the power-up itself, is stopping players with armor, with mega health from taking those power-ups. If they grab a quad with no real armor or health, then they can still be easily taken out. One shotgun shell left with Bab. Didn't pick up the ammo, rather stupidly. It was right in front of him, and does go down as a result. As the last 10 seconds play out, Reason, despite dispatching Fnatic in the previous match, They will go down to the newly named Metsu. That is Rage Gaming. Juvenile, Babs, Stry and Zero QL are the victors. Look at Juvenile's score, 59 to 34 deaths. It's been a good game. Congratulations to Rage Gaming. This has been levelupyourgame.net. Any last words, Vor?
No, we've seen a good performance there from Rage Game, and I'd say Reason didn't perform to their best, and maybe they picked a slightly odd map choice for them. I didn't see anything on Purgatory from them that